steady cam going here. Everybody. It's patient Aaron. Here's our little abode. A little golden hour, become end of a beautiful December week, so we thought we'd capture some footage coming from the street. Lots of planting out here, all ready for the winter. We have a white rose, a wisteria, and a honeysuckle that the hummingbirds like very much. And here's our little abode. Just hung some little Christmas lights. Probably can't see, they're very tiny. Camellia's all asleep. Nice little paper bark maple. Just whipped everything up under. Nice gates on either side. I'll show you this one. Neighbor's doing a little work down there. This is the drainage side. This is where the house drain and I think the water. House drain comes down that. Water comes in down there in the corner. Nice foundation, as you can see. It's sturdy. Oh yeah, you can see the Christmas lights up there. So we're walking. There's a big giant window. We'll go inside last. We'll make use of the daylight. So a nice, well-hung gate. Folks had a little dog, it looks like, so this backyard's all nice and enclosed. The dog area, so lots of good stone. And power grid. Old power grid. A little old snake hood we ran the fiber optic cable into. That's that thin black wire. There's a house power. A little back door. Mudroom. Casements in the basement. Okay, so let's go here. Old raised bed. Kind of this last winter. I think we're going to start over in the spring, but it's got some kale in there. Those chives are here. Nasturtium refuses to give up. It's all clover cover crop. There's some soil from other sites waiting for next year. Nice big car and a half 1960 garage. Really nice patio area they built up. A trash can will not be there much longer, but it's going to clean for a couple days. Nice lawn in the back. It looks like they laid sod in maybe 2016, 2017. So we're trying to get a little diversity going for that, but it's quite nice. A little English country here. That's the window to the bathroom, the window to our bedroom. They left the wind chime in a very nice spot. So the main winter wind comes from this way, and the summer wind comes from this way to the north. There's Aaron again. Hello. So it only gets kind of intermittent breezes or unusual winds from the east, which is pretty much due that way. A nice big red maple varietant. We're working on expanding its kind of drip zone area using its leaves this year. There's the long traveled jellyfish brass statue. This nice big graveled area adjacent to the garage. Also a nice fencing this guy built, I think just a couple years ago. TBD, municipal compost, pretty sweet. And yeah, we'll just take a peek in the garage. Oh yeah, so this was our first project when we were moving in. We brought everything through this gate and on into the house, and we kept walking across the lawn, so we decided to take some bricks from around the raised bed over there and make this little walkway with stone we borrowed from a couple different spots. So the center tread is for the wheelbarrow for the future when there's lots of like mulch and gravel and other fun things deposited back here. We can just convey it onto the hardscape and on out to the front. So this is kind of a little de facto rain garden thing, it looks like. You can see it kind of drains out through the brick there, and there's a lot of rock, and looking forward to seeing what's going on here this winter once it really starts to rain. These are both quite water tolerant. That's a rush there that's quite healthy, and this is a cool grass that we're really enjoying. It's fall kind of colors, and you get a nice little rustle there. That's nice. Yeah, so we're looking forward to exposing more of these cool rocks that are in here, and seeing what else is going to be inside here. So there's our little red car. Let's see if the lights do a little bit. Yeah, TBD, a lot of things to be done in here, but got some nice rafters for storing stuff and some cardboard to help with some sheet mulching next year. There's a bunch of shelving in here we took down, stashed up there. This is kind of going to be the whole like workshop area, and then kind of like storage, and then Sam cooking / wood cutting out that little window, which cracks open. So we can put a fan up in there, and that's kind of the deep storage corner / things we're going to take away. So big old door. Let's see which one has the cool label on it. Definitely like original. Yeah. Stanley floating swing up in quotes, New Britain, Connecticut. So these springs are not fooling around. So it hoists this. It's just, you know, a single pane of old plywood. So, but pretty nice storage area. We'll get our bikes in along this side whenever our bikes show up, and we'll hang yard stuff here, garden stuff here, potting shelf here a little bit. We're still working on how much room we have from the car to the back. So should be fun. Lots of good projects coming this way. And I think we'll just step inside now. There's Aaron's little mud shoes. We're going to take a walk after this down to the beach, which will be a video for another time. So here's our mud room. There's the whale saying hello. Lots of shoes. You need a lot of shoes in the Northwest. Coats, nice windows on either side, relatively new. I think this was built maybe 2016. This was an old like brick mudroom porch, and they closed it in. It definitely gets pretty brisk out here, but you can tell this used to be like, I don't know if it was full exterior, but it's a pretty old door. Okay, so we'll start up here. Swinging in, there she is again. Oh, look at that flattering light. Oh, hello.
Oh, hi.
And so here we are in the kitchen. Regular electric stove. All this stuff came here, which is very great. Nice fridge. This has got a big vent that goes up to the attic and out over that way, which is kind of interesting. Little nook and our island / coffee smoothie bar there. I think pretty much, if not original, definitely 50s kitchen area. So there'll be changes here at some point. And we just took the shelving off so we can see what's in there for now. And it's working pretty good. It's a good start. So here we are in the, oh, there's a nice light this time of day too. A nice living room. So this kind of funny north window. We can see each other kind of walking back and forth. And I think maybe it was to also see if the dog was out there barking and give it instructions. Really nice. I like this kind of view this way. Our neighbor has these cool, really cool color changing, and then that tree was really red and that tree was really red. So it's nice kind of view this way. Still working on a couple piles here, but that's the deal. There's the starter couch we got, and these little tables and coffee table, and a lamp we brought from Denver. Curtains and such are new, and actually you can't really see them too much, but we put kind of like plastic insulation on the windows there, because this window is a little breezy. Same cool shaped front door. Definitely original, definitely not an exterior door. Like those little cutout areas are quite thin, so you can actually like feel the air moving through that. So we'll work on that. Stereo placeholder. We're just projecting on the wall right now. It's actually working pretty good. That's how we started. Here's our house plants that made the trip. Very excited to be stretching out. Oh yes, and our Norfolk pine with little Christmas decorations on it. The one kind of closet here. It's nice and roomy. This is where all that stuff and some stuff in Aaron's office will go eventually, but this is the entry to the attic, which is lots of exploration going on up there. There's my jumpsuit that I'll be doing that with. Little closet for bathroom stuff, and then the very fun vintage bathroom. There's the window to the outside. It's cool. This is actually relatively clean, so that's good. Nice kind of cool, small, deepish tub. Little sink and the toilet. As we took these towel rods off and put them here, and Aaron had gotten this really cool thin linen towel that was kind of an odd shape, and we realized that if we cut it in half and sewed an edge on it, we each have two nice 14-inch towels that would fit these towel bars. So we took the big one off that was here and put these two on. And there's me. Hello. Not quite sure why I'm still wearing these safety glasses, but we're just going to go with it. We'll finish with that room, then we'll go downstairs real quick. So there's the bedroom, nice window out the back. This was, the prior owners used this as the office, so it's a little cool in here, but that's okay. Here's our little chest of drawers and a nice closet. It was a little congested here with the dairy door, so we just took the closet door off. Eeyore and Snoopy made the trip. Long travels. And here's kind of the creation room. This was their bedroom, so you can see a nice view out to that maple. You can see all the folks coming and going during the day and watch like the nice colors and such. Lots of people walking their dogs and stuff. So it's nice when we're on conference calls. Oops, sorry. So there's my little workstation. There's our neighbor's place. He's a pretty nice guy. He's got an interesting new dog as well. And there's Aaron's full-time telework remote work station, a little end of fiscal year acquisition train, helped her out with and get all set up. It's really great. And here is a pretty fun little piano that's been in Aaron's mother's side of the family for quite a while and was with some grandparents down in Vancouver, Washington that had to make some domestic changes. And so Aaron's dad heroically transported this and many other goods under short timing all the way up to here. And we got some movers to put it in this nice, perfect spot. And there's the closet, which got a bunch of gear just stacked up to the ceiling. But I'll give you a brief... It sounds pretty good. I can do this with my right hand so far. That's all I got for you. Come back next year. And then TBD, Aaron's art zone / kind of temporary storage area. Again, this stuff will be in that closet area, or just half of it will probably be gone at the end of this winter. But yeah, she'll have this whole nice corner, a lot of nice light. Again, this is kind of south facing, west facing. So this room's gonna get pretty warm in the summer, but which will be okay. And she'll have lots of nice light to inform her working with. So that'll be fun. But our whole house is an art table right now, so got a little ways to go there. So yeah, let's just cruise back through here. Oh, hello. Huh. Aaron doesn't like being in these videos. Okay, so here's kind of the storage. Going down to the basement. We definitely were introduced to the power of the Swiffer during a drywall. Oh, I didn't even talk about that, but the whole ceiling in that room there used to be all popcorn. So that was our Welcome to Homeownership introductory project, working with a cavalcade of contractors to remove that within the confines of the law and then refurbish the drywall and then paint it. It's a very exciting process. A lot of lessons learned there, but it all went great. So this is kind of the mechanical control area, a nice washer dryer that was also here, which is great. That's a small chest freezer, got on Craigslist in September. I can close this now. I was doing a little home electrical work today, also fun. There's the fiber, comes in from where that little conduit is, back up there. Burp, into this guy. Got a new fancy router I can hook up to. That'll be fun. This is a little portable washing machine that we brought from Denver, and it's going to be eventually hooked up to this guy, which is a nice utility sink, and then it'll be like where we wash rags and stuff like this, towels, etc. Big old, relatively new hot water heater, which is great. Some storage area over there, winter beer selection, and a little bit more there. Some of that stuff's going to go to the office, etc. This will probably get consolidated into one over the next year, but not for now. It's kind of, so this basement, you can see the floor is kind of shiny, and it has this kind of odd black dimpled plastic all the way around, and it has this pretty serious looking sump pump here. I was kind of storing some stuff under there. So this basement has been waterproofed. I'll see if you can, so they basically dug like a trench along the side here, pull this stuff out, ran this plastic down into that trench, and there's pipe that runs all the way around the whole perimeter of the basement within like a gravel substrate, and that all feeds into the sump pump, and the sump pump goes into the sewer right there, a little pipe over. So it like water drains into here from this kind of impervious surface and then gets pumped out. So it's almost like we're kind of a boat. It ran for a little bit once we had the first bit of rain, but it's been quite dry and it hasn't run in a little while yet. So we'll see what else happens. Let's see, a little lens flare. You can see, so they made several plans to, you know, this was to prep for remodeling the basement. I'll try to get over in this corner here. So that's like, they plumbed it all, this whole thing for a bathroom. So that's the toilet drain, that's the shower basin, the shower handle, and then the two sink heads are right there. This is where I'm going to start plotting my master plan for long-term home renovations. So you can see it's really big and roomy and nice, and they got it all like really well finished. So we're just going to kind of observe for a while, this winter, next couple winters, and see what happens. But this is one of my favorite features of the house, is this huge cross beam that is basically what the whole house sits on. It's one piece of wood all the way across the whole, it's probably 36 feet long. And then it's kind of buttressed with these ties. And they moved the tie from here to there to think about the basement renovation stuff. So it's one of the things I gotta do this winter is find a piece of wood this big or approximately thereof and replace this guy to give it a little boost. So you can see nice open access through the joists here. Some of the old wiring, of which about 2/3 of the house is still in that old wiring. So that's gonna be a fun project. But we're hoping to put radiant heat in through here, because here's this large furnace and all these old ducts. A little bit of lens flare here as well. But the furnace is relatively new, but it is oil. So there's this little thin line that comes in, and that goes in, and you can see it comes in to like there, and then it's basically like a natural gas forced air furnace, but it just burns oil instead. So this house was built in 1943. A lot of oil available in the 40s and the 50s, so I'm sure this was state of the art. And now it's something we're gonna get rid of, so that should be fun. And this chimney there's no fireplace, it's just a vent. My mom hypothesized that maybe it was coal originally, which is also quite possible. Yeah, that's it. So the basement, just same thing, looks real nice. You can see that little white cap, that's one of the clean outs for the drain that goes around the floor. And you can also see the cutout here, see that little dimpling. This was like the prior attempt at increasing the drainage down here. So it's quite nice down here right now. And we're looking forward to seeing what the winter brings. So with that somewhat inglamorous end, we will wrap up. Thanks for hanging with us. We'll talk to you next time.